Let's go out. Cholula, Squirtle. It's Vlogmas day 1. It's Vlogmas day 1. Can you believe it? Thank you. It's Vlogmas. Hey, it's me, Saw Cranes. I've got my Vlogmas merch on. Comment down below if you have any Vlogmas merch. It could be anyone's. This morning I found my Vlogmas merch, this and my little one, I'll probably like wear it tomorrow or something, my Miss Remy Ashton Vlogmas white sweatshirt. Where have these been? I put them away usually when it's not like, you know, the winter season, and it just always feels so good to get it back out. Well guys, we're doing it again. Welcome back. It's Vlogmas year 11. I know, legitimately we are at over a decade of doing Vlogmas together. I can't believe it, but at the same time I'm like, I also can't imagine the month of December without doing Vlogmas. Like, it would feel so strange living my life in December without filming it every day. But thank you guys so much for coming to check out my Vlogmas this year. I really hope that you will enjoy it. Feel free to leave any requests down below that you have, like in the comments for Vlogmas this year. I honestly haven't done that much planning, but I feel like it's fine. Like, we're just gonna go with the flow. We're gonna do what feels right and have a great year. But if there's anything specific you want to see or you want me to like do or show or talk about, I'd love to hear it down below. Like anything that you really enjoy seeing in Vlogmas, feel free to let me know. It's Thursday, so it's actually November 30th, which, let's talk about the schedule really quick, even though it's been the same for the past like 3 years. So I upload every other day during Vlogmas. You guys probably know this by now, but in case anyone's new or this is like your first year watching, I upload every other day, and I'm uploading on odd days of the month. So the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, etc. So just look out for them. You can turn on post notifications, which is like the little bell down here, I think, to be notified when I upload one, which would be amazing if you guys wanted to do that so you don't miss them. And that's gonna be like 2 days of footage. So I film every day, but upload it every other day. And what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, just that this one will actually only be 1 day of footage because I'm starting November 30th to post on December 1st, which is just, I feel like what makes sense for me. Today is definitely gonna be like a chill day. I have kind of been out and about this week. I've been a little stressed this week, as you guys could probably see in my last vlog, which thank you so much for all the sweet comments I got just relating to me and just on like the chat I had in my last vlog. So I'll link it here in a card if you did miss it and you want to go check that one out. I am feeling better today. I'm feeling just a little bit less stressed and like more calm about things for sure. And I just want to have a good month. I don't want to be focused on stress and negativity. I really want to like try to remind myself and get into that mindset of like gratitude and that I love this time of year and that there's no point in, you know what I mean? Like, of course we're gonna have like low moments and, you know, stress and things like that, but I really want to just let myself like enjoy this month as much as possible, and I need to give myself permission to do that. So right now I am like doing that. If you're out there and you've been kind of feeling the same way as me, like right now, let's just let ourselves have a great month of December. Let's commit to that. Like, I feel really, really good about that right now. I'm literally like getting goosebumps, or like something's happening inside my body. So welcome back, you guys. Today is honestly gonna be a pretty chill day. I do have exciting news. I am finally, as of today, done with my 75 soft challenge that I've been doing, that probably all of you guys are so over hearing about in my vlogs and on my Instagram. So thank God it's over, because 75 days was long as shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're ever planning on doing one, it was extremely long, but I have no regrets. I think it was really good for me and really good for my discipline. And I have a bunch of other thoughts, which I'll probably share on my Instagram story, since Today's my last day, so I do have to work out today. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, as soon as I'm done with my workout today, I'm pouring myself up a celebratory glass of wine, and we're done. Like that, my workout today, this afternoon, is going to be my last like hurrah, and then we are going full like holiday Vlogmas celebration, treat yourself mode for this month. Right, you know what we gotta do to start this day off? We're making a candy cane latte. Let's get in the kitchen. It is time to make the signature Vlogmas drink, the candy cane latte. So I made this last year and I literally drank it like every day in December. It's so good. It's really easy to make, and it's a great alternative to like going and spending like $6 at Starbucks on a holiday drink. I know, I love, you know, to do that stuff, but it's so nice to be able to make yourself something that's like festive and really good at home. Okay, the main ingredient is a peppermint simple syrup, which is extremely easy to make. All you need is sugar, water, and peppermint, what's it called? Extract. I almost said peppermint essential oil, please don't use that. I'll put the recipe on the screen. I made mine the other day just so I would have it like in prep for Vlogmas, because you do want it to be like made and like ideally chilled in the fridge. You need your milk of choice and ideally a milk frother. You don't have to have like a, you know, a fancy one, but just something to be able to get the milk a little frothy. It's not a total must. You could totally make this without frothing your milk. And lastly, you're just gonna need a shot or two of espresso. Now, once again, if you don't have an espresso machine, I think they sell, you know, like those Starbucks espresso things in the can at the store. And then this is just a little extra topping to make it cute. Some red sprinkles, or like really any holiday sprinkles of your choice. I kind of want to get some like red and green ones, but I'm definitely gonna wait until I like finish this thing off. And today I'm gonna try a little bit of this nut pods in it, but I honestly don't know how it's gonna go. If it's a flop, we're just not gonna use this anymore. You definitely don't have to have a separate creamer. I would just say the milk of your choice. You can definitely make it hot. Just make it without the ice. So in my milk frother, I add 1 teaspoon of the peppermint syrup. I actually already did that off camera. And then I'm just gonna fill it up with milk about like that much. It wasn't very high, as you can tell, but I probably did, I don't know, like around 1/2 cup of milk. And this is what I'm gonna brew my espresso in, but I also wanna add a teaspoon of the syrup to my espresso. So I use, like I said, a teaspoon in each, so it ends up being 2 teaspoons of this. I recommend anywhere from 1 to 3, depending on how pepperminty and how sweet you want it. I'm gonna set my frother to the snowflake, which is the cold foam, and click start. And this thing is powerful. I'll link the instant milk frother if any of y'all wanna like add it to your Christmas list or anything. It is incredible. Hot and cold froth. It's amazing. Okay, I brewed a double shot of espresso. You could always do a single shot too. Look at that froth, y'all. And it's minty. Now the fun part, let's assemble. I'm gonna add some ice to my glass. All right, we're gonna try the cookie butternut pods like I said, but I'm really not sure about it, y'all. We're gonna do just, I normally wouldn't measure this, but I really don't wanna add too much. I don't want it to be too overpowering, so 1 tablespoon. Okay, I'm starting with like 1/2 of the milk. I'm gonna add my espresso. Honestly, I feel like I could have made more, like a bigger espresso shot. A little more milk. It's very thick today, so I'm not actually gonna add all of it. It already looks so good. I'm gonna give it a quick mix just to let that like nut pod kind of distribute. And lastly, and the best part, we're gonna put our red sprinkles. Oh my God, it's been so long. I mean, first candy cane latte of the year. Look at that topping. Starbucks is shaking. All right, I think I'm gonna try it with a straw this year because I do have a pretty thick layer of foam at the top, and sometimes I feel like that's all I get when I just like drink from the top, so. I feel like this actually could be even more minty for me. I mean, I guess there's a pump in the topping, but I think tomorrow I might add 3 teaspoons of my peppermint syrup. I'm getting a little hint of the nut pods, but it's definitely not like offensive. I don't mind it, so I'll probably use that again. I'm just trying to motivate y'all to make this, honestly. Now it's time to clean up and make some tomato toast for breakfast. Breakfast. Alexa, skip this, gone. All right, we're making some tomato toast. I've been on a kick of this and I just still need to use up all these heirloom tomatoes I got last week. So I'm gonna cut each of these in half. Ideally, we make this on some bigger bread pieces, but we have this leftover brown bread from Thanksgiving. Jared's mom actually made it and it's so good. So I'm just trying to like use this up before it, isn't good anymore. I feel like it's weird putting cream cheese on this, but I made this last week and it was so good. It was great. So we're gonna do a nice thin-ish layer of whipped cream cheese. But you could really use any type of bread for this. I feel like a crusty, like sourdough bread would be the best for this. I need to pick some of that up. We'll probably go grocery shopping, I don't know, tomorrow or Saturday or something like that together. All right, now let's do our tomatoes. I cut up a few too many. I only had room on here for 3. Cholula loves these though, so I'll feed the rest of the tomatoes to him. He is looking at me like, yes, I do. All right, garlic olive oil. Just a nice quick drizzle. I did balsamic last week, but I feel like it was a little overpowering, so I'm not gonna do it today. But I am gonna do the chili onion crunch, which mine's getting low. I've been finding that I need to like mine's not very oily anymore, so I've been like adding my own oil to it. I don't know if that's weird, but it's kind of just helping it go a longer way, but I'll have to repurchase this soon. We're gonna do flaky salt and everyday seasoning. Right on top of the tomato. You really want to season the tomatoes, especially with the flaky salt. Gives them so much more flavor. Oh yeah, tomato toast round. This is like round 4 in the last week. And do you want to try some tomato Cholula? Okay, I cut a little tomato up to give to Cholula. He's already sitting because he knows. Sit. Good boy. Squirtle doesn't like them, but he always comes over like he's missing something, so I always try to give him one so he feels included. Sit. Here you go. See? He's like, oh, it's just that tomato again, and he'll leave it on the ground. Can we give it to your brother? Cholula is so funny. He like won't take it from your hand, which is a good thing that he learned. Squirtle will eat it from your hand, but it's really delicate. He has the most delicate bite, as you guys saw. But Cholula must have learned at his old house not to do that, but he's a freak when you drop it on the floor. Good boy, good sit. See, he goes for it so fast. I know you want one, but it's not what you like. You don't like vegetables that much. I'm doing some random stuff around the house, and one of the things I've been wanting to try. I was using this big, it's like a 15-inch Lazy Susan in the pantry, and I just upgraded mine to be a little bit bigger, and it's like a wood one because they were on sale at Target. So this one now is pretty big, and I'm like, I wanted to put it to use somewhere in the house, and really my only ideas are like under the sink, either in the kitchen or in our guest bathroom. So I'm gonna try it in here first. I really don't know if it's gonna work. Under here is, I mean, it's somewhat organized, but there's so much that you kind of have to like reach back for. So I'm gonna try to put like all the cleaning products on this and see what fits. And then I think it could be easier to just like spin it around and be able to pull something off. But I'm just listening to Christmas music and doing some like random organizing and cleaning right now. Not much. I just like wiped down the pantry and like vacuumed a little bit. And now I'm doing this. I set a timer for 45 minutes because I was like, Lindsay, you know, you don't want to spend 2 hours doing this today, and I only have 26 minutes left on my timer, so it's probably just going to be this and like maybe wipe down the counters really quick before just getting on with the rest of this day. Alexa, resume music. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing down here. I need to lower you. Okay, so far I'm happy with this. I feel like all my cleaning products and some like stuff that we really don't use even as much, I fit it all on the turntable and it spins right at this spot. I feel like this thing's kind of tough. And this, so I'm gonna have to put like the smaller things over here because there's just so much stuff under the sink, but it fits perfectly right here and it spins around. Happy with this idea. I have to put the rest of my stuff away, but it's really not that much, so hopefully everything fits. All right, everything's back under. It's not perfect, but I'm really happy I did this. I think that these are a great idea actually for under sink, these big ones. This one's just from Target and it was pretty cheap, so I will link that one down below. Why is it even called a lazy Susan? Like, who is Susan and why is she so lazy? I don't know, that's just what I call them. We have our dishwasher pods, we have some like easy reach stuff, trash bags, wipes. In the back I have some of my backup products like refills to soap and dish soap and stuff. In the way back I have stuff that we like hardly ever reach for, just like extra products, insect killer things and stuff like that. And then this is usually a little more filled, but I need to do the laundry, but our little just dish rags. All right. Despite appearing the same as I did before, most likely, I have showered, tanned, blown out my hair, which I honestly really didn't want to do, but I'm gonna take the dogs on a walk and it's like in the 30s today. I walked them the other day with wet hair, like fresh out of the shower wet hair, and it was just, I had a beanie on, but I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done. Like, I am asking to get the flu. We dried our hair before we do that today. I won't lie, today is flying by. I feel like whenever I do the 4:30 workout class, I just feel like I have no time in the day. I watched an episode of The Kardashians while I was in the shower. That's been my new thing, is I get so bored in the shower, so I just watch stuff on my phone now. And it's made it so much better of an experience. Nice. Come on, Squirtle. It's the last workout of 75 soft. Legitimately never thought I would see this day come. Oh my gosh, just to give y'all some insight, I started this mid-September. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready to not work out every day. We're going to cycling. I'm wearing my favorite set that I can't stop wearing, my AERIE offline set in this brown color. So cute, so comfy. It's giving Snatched. We're doing a matching scrunchie today. I just haven't put it in yet. And we're gonna go get after it in cycling. I'll link the set down below. It is everything. Probably on sale because I feel like everything's on sale this time of year. All right, let's go get after it.
And I did Terry's sister and then Terry's brother's girlfriend.
Cute.
Coley, love you, girl. And all of them were just like in full glam and they look so beautiful, and they're beautiful without makeup, and they're beautiful.
All right, we did it. That's all I have to say, other than look what my scrunchie did to my hair. Yikes. Oh, also update, this is my new second favorite podcast. A very different vibe from Girls Gotta Eat. It's called Ride with Benito Skinner and Mary Beth Brown, but you can literally just search Ride. It is incredible, like please, and it's easy listens. They're like 30-minute episodes, short, sweet, to the point. Wow, I needed this in my life. Hello! I came home from my workout, opened the fridge, and I found 2 bottles of wine, surprise bottles of wine in the fridge from Jared, which we really haven't had wine in the fridge for 75 days. So this is very exciting. Miss 3 Pears. Sorry, I turned off the lights because it was really bright in here. But we have Miss 3 Pears, Pinot Grigio, and the Josh Rosé. I think tonight I might pour myself a little 3 Pears. I think I might do it right now, actually. 3 Pears, Pinot Grigio. She's very nicely chilled. Was this already in the chilled section?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wow. Was this one too, Josh? Slay. It's always nice when you get the wine in the chilled already section. Well, cheers to the end of 75 soft. Wow. The 3 Pears is hitting tonight. Pour it up, if you will, everyone. I'm not going to do the dance right now, but it'll be, you know, a surprise.
As Gary's journey to find the second great love of his life comes to a dramatic and an...
Okay, I am set up on my laptop. I wanted to stream it to my TV, but this is so hard to get an HDMI cord into. I'm gonna watch the live finale of The Golden Bachelor while I do this laundry, and during all the commercials, I'm forcing myself to start editing this vlog because we just got to. We got to get a head start for Vlogmas. Still watching Bachelor, The Golden Bachelor. Very, very sad so far, the episode. But for dinner, we're just doing something super easy tonight. We're having some leftover creamy tomato soup that was in the freezer, so I'm gonna just reheat it. I've been letting it like thaw out in the fridge, and I'm just gonna reheat it now. And then just some rolls that were also just in the freezer, and they've been rising for the past like hour and a half or so. So I'm just gonna make like a little garlic butter to brush on the top of them when they come out. Well, this was so easy and just looks delicious. Added some fresh parm and everyday seasoning to the top, and then those rolls though, I did a little bit of a really easy garlic butter on top of. They came out and they look amazing. Okay guys, it is about 10:10 now. Just finishing up the laundry and watching my episode and just stuff for the night, and I'm about to get to a bit of editing, but I wanted to do something during Vlogmas this year, at least like see how it goes, of these little personal chats where like hopefully every video I can talk about a topic or answer a specific question that you guys want to hear, something hopefully most of us can relate to. This is something I've been talking about a couple vlogs ago, like wanting to bring back these like personal sit down videos where I really just can sit like super casually and connect with you guys. So I hope you'll enjoy these segments. I was thinking about just calling them candle chats. Tonight we have one going, and I just thought that was like a cute, intimate, you know, we're sitting on the floor with a little candle lit and we're just chatting. Tonight we're burning Marshmallow Fireside from Bath and Body Works. It's much like sweeter of a scent than I remembered. I mean, I should have known because marshmallow is in the title, but I remember loving this one so much when I was a teenager, and I haven't bought it probably in like 8 to 10 years, so I thought it would be a little throwback. It's good, but I can only burn it for like 2 hours at a time because it's a bit overpowering. Thank you for all of you guys that left comments in the last vlog. I still am probably going to look at some of those and answer some of those. I want to stick to like one topic or one thing per chat. So feel free to leave a comment down below of what you want me to talk about next. It really could be anything that you think our community and us can relate to. And also if you like what somebody suggested down below, feel free to thumbs it up, because I'm going to be kind of looking at like more of the top comments for these to base it off of what I want to talk about. So for tonight's, I wanted to talk about finances, but not in this like negative light that I feel like is very just this like negative, stressful light that I see finances in a lot, like my personal finance, because I mean, I could go into this so much more, but I just feel like over the past few years, stuff has gotten so much more expensive, and just the cost of living is so high, and I just get overwhelmed a lot thinking about that. I get nervous for like the future and like how expensive things are going to be in 5, 10, 20 years, and I can definitely spiral about stuff like that. And I got a lot of comments on my last vlog just being like, thank you for talking about this. Like a lot of us are kind of feeling the same way, like stressed and all that about money. So I got a comment that I really liked that was kind of how we can look at it in a more like proactive way. So I wanted to read that one and talk about it. This is from Liz. As someone who also feels stressed about finances, especially this time of year, I'd love to hear about a couple tangible, proactive things you do to make yourself feel like you're working towards a better place. I feel like small habits and mindful choices with money can add up to make a difference, but aren't things that I personally track or give myself credit for. It got some thumbs up, and I also got some other comments that were thumbs up with just like, would love if you would like talk about finances more, because I used to make financial videos and I feel like I will make more in the future. I'm going to link my playlist. I think it's still called Girl Boss Guide, which is kind of funny. I probably should change the name because I just don't really identify with the term girl boss anymore, to be honest with you. It's just like, I feel like it's so 5 years ago, but that series, I'm gonna link it above because it has a bunch of like financial advice videos, and I really have gone over a lot that I already kind of feel like might be a good refresher. So if any of you guys want to check out, like I've talked about budgeting, I've talked about like the importance of like savings and how you can like start your retirement savings and all of that stuff, and just like overall like top 10 tips or something that I've learned from finance. I do feel like I have a good amount of knowledge, and it's something that is important and interests me, so feel free to check that out. But I grabbed my laptop because I wrote down 5 small tangible money habits, or like just things like you requested, that personally have like helped me. So let's talk about them. Number 1 is very simple, but basically just actually tracking your expenses and your income. I know that might sound really simple, but a lot of times like I don't know the flow of what's coming in and what's going out, and I've talked about this a million times, but my job is extremely like, I don't make the same amount month to month at all. Like one month can be literally 10 times the amount I make the next month. It's very unpredictable. So it's very helpful for me, and I'm sure for a lot of us, even if we know like we're getting the same paycheck every 2 weeks or whatever it is, but to actually like put in your expenses, like everything that you absolutely have to pay. So there are like apps that you can just basically implement like your banking and your credit cards and like anything, like any debt that you have, any loans, and it will kind of like tell you the spread, which is something that I used to do this like years ago when I was really like more into budgeting, and I kind of have fallen off. So I recently just made another account with Mint. I got back on the app Mint. It's completely free. I know there's some other ones like Capital. I know that one charges, so I almost wasn't gonna sign up for that one, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do the free one. So definitely check out services like Mint. Let me know if you guys have any other ones down below that like track your expenses and like analyze it into a little graph and like tell you what you're spending on, because I feel like it is just so important to actually know where your money is going. Another one is that apps like Mint and some banking apps too, they have a tool called like spending buckets. It might be called something slightly different, just like how to distribute your money over the month or the week, and you can set like a monthly budget on there, and you can put your money into the categories, or like for example, if you know how much your bills and stuff that you have is coming up, or even just like I'm gonna spend $200 on my hair appointment that's coming up at the end of the month, like you can budget for that and put it so you can see like, okay, let's not spend that before my hair appointment comes up. My banking app that I use actually does it for me, which I would highly recommend. I use Ally Bank. I transferred over everything from Wells Fargo a few months ago, and it is free and it's all online, and you get good actually money back, but it's one of the better like online banks, and I love it. And they let you do like spending buckets. Once again, you can do it on Mint, which is a free app if you connect your accounts. I feel like just utilizing these like free services that we might not even like think to use can actually be so helpful. So make sure to check something like that out. Okay, the next one I wrote down was when you get unexpected money, like for example, maybe you get like a check from your grandma for Christmas. That's coming up. Like unexpected money, you get some sort of like, you know, a tax return or something that isn't your usual. Even if it's like maybe you get like more tips, like a bigger tip at work or something, try to think of that like extra money as literally like untouchable bonus money. And I know that's so hard because I'm the type of person that I feel like most of us are. We're like, ooh, it's kind of like if you go gambling in Vegas and you win like, I don't know, let's say you won $500, like you're probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, like let's go spend this, let's go ball out. But try, I mean, that's what I would do at least. That's my toxic trait. But trying to think of like any bonus money that you get as like putting it away or putting it into an investment, like putting it into savings or like a trip fund, like trying to invest it in something that is not immediate and just like putting it away. But yes, I know it's not like that much of a usual occurrence for most of us to just like get unexpected money, but I feel like it does occasionally happen, especially with like birthdays and Christmas, and like I said, maybe getting like a bonus at work or something like that. Trying to really think of that as like, yes, it is money and I earned it, but also like, let's actually put this towards something that, you know, really could help me out. Okay, next one. I feel like this one has been a game changer for me and how I think. Don't cut out completely things that you enjoy spending your money on, but instead give yourself a reasonable limit, a reasonable amount. So for example, for me, I feel like people always use this example, but like a lot of us girls probably do get coffee out all the time or something similar. Like we're going to get a little beverage. And sometimes when I'm trying to save money, I'll literally be like, okay, I just have to stop going to get coffee out. I literally can't go to Starbucks at all or other coffee shops or whatever. Like absolutely not spending money on that anymore. Like I have to stop. But realistically, that is not realistic. And so give yourself a reasonable limit. Like for me, what I've tried to do is tell myself I can go once a week. And that feels like something that I'm still going enough that it feels like I'm treating myself to getting a coffee out once a week, but it is not every other day. It is not even twice a week. A reasonable limit. So even if it's once a month, and you could apply this to anything, not just coffee, but something that you feel like you need to cut back in, try to limit it rather than cut it out completely. Of course, if it's something that you really like can't actually afford, you know, of course, like try to cut it out or to cut back. But I feel like it's just not reasonable sometimes to tell ourselves like, I'm not going to spend money on this thing at all because I can't right now. I need to cut it out. Okay, last one. People might feel differently about this one, so I'm going to try to explain. But when paying off debt and bills, something is better than nothing. Like if we're talking about a credit card, you need to pay more than the minimum amount. I mean, it's not good to pay the minimum amounts, but I also feel like if you literally can't afford to pay the whole thing, you know, paying half of it is so much better than being like, I can't afford to pay the whole thing, or paying a quarter of it and then coming back. Like if you get paid, you know, I'm gonna put a quarter of it towards my credit card, like a quarter of your balance or whatever. And then when you get paid again, okay, a quarter of it, and like slowly paying it off rather than thinking of it as this like huge chunk every month. Obviously pay off as much as you can, but sometimes I find that I'll go in and pay like a large chunk off, or I'll pay my whole balance off, and then 2 or 3 weeks go by and I haven't gotten paid in a while, and I'm kind of like, damn, I could have waited. I could have paid half of that and had, you know, half of that money still, and then gone and paid the other half of it like the day it was due or something like that. So I feel like just try to like plan that into your budget too. And a lot of times with bills, you can even go in like on your online accounts, or you can call them and you can like ask for an extension, or you can be like, I can only pay half of it this month. Like most of the time they're not gonna shut you off or cancel it. Of course, I'm not giving this as like end all be all advice, but if you can only afford to pay a certain amount, like 1 or 2 months, like it's probably fine. Contact them, email them. Basically this tip is something is better than nothing. So just paying some of it is better than, oh my gosh, I can't afford it at all, or like getting really overwhelmed by the total amount. And that's what I thought of tonight. I feel like this could be like an hour-long thing, so I'm trying to like cut myself off because I honestly love talking about money. I mean, it's funny because money, you know, like rules a lot of my mind and stresses me out a lot, but at the same time I really like talking about money. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think I like thinking of it in a way of like, let's try and figure this out, let's try and like do the best we can. So I hope that that was somewhat helpful, and just know that I think a lot of people, most people, are struggling with money in this day and age. I genuinely don't know how a lot of people are out here like doing the damn thing, like having multiple kids, like buying houses and stuff. I'm like, I genuinely don't understand. Maybe lots of people just have family money or have family support. I genuinely don't know. And I wonder sometimes, I'm like, it just doesn't feel realistic. I feel like I could go into this so much more, so I'm just gonna try to cut myself off now. But let me know if you guys enjoyed this little first candle chat. Let me know if you have any better names, by the way. I don't know, maybe that's kind of dumb, but I feel like it was kind of cute. I hope you enjoyed Vlogmas Day 1. I know it was literally just a chill day at home, but trust me, we're gonna have like more fun. We're gonna do more stuff this month. It gives me a chance, okay? We're gonna do more. I swear I did change like 3 times today, but I feel like every time I've been on camera, I've just been back in the Bon Apple tit sweatshirt braless. All right, I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching Vlogmas Day 1. If you made it until the end, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, so let me know you liked it. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.